Okay. Hello. Um, Today's Sunday, I think. Okay, it's still Sunday in New York. Anyway, so this week's topic is drinking, drugs, etc. And what we think about them. So, it's awkward. Probably the first thing I would have to say is like obviously it's really used in the trans community as kind of a coping mechanism, and I'm just gonna say first of all, it is a coping mechanism that people use, and whether or not it's a positive or negative thing, people still use that to cope. So we all have different ways of coping. But it's not necessarily a positive way to be coping, obviously. So just keep in mind that first of all, like it's important to definitely get help for that and be aware that that's an issue. That can be very very destructive. Just from experience and knowing people that have had kind of fallen into that, and it really does destroy your life. And I don't know if one of my best friends actually became deeply, deeply, deeply kind of involved in the involved in drugs and stuff. And it actually changed her as a person. It was a very different person I was seeing every day. Um, so I don't know. I think it's kind of important to remember like what kind of impact it has on other people. While you might be using that to kind of escape your reality in the situation that you're in, it has a huge, huge, huge impact on other people and the people around you, the people that care about you. So um, trying to use positive coping skills, which is a term that I learned a long time ago. Positive coping skills versus negative coping skills. Um, what else do I have to say about drugs, alcohol? Try not to get into it if you're not already doing drugs or drinking and stuff. Just try not to do that. Because again, that's like a really, really destructive path to follow. While in the short term it might be like helpful or whatever. Long term it's very bad for your health, very bad for you in general. And I would say that for any kind of negative coping mechanism, like um, again, eating disorders kind of run rampant in the trans community. Self harm again also. So like I think all of these are kind of forms of self destruction in an attempt to kind of self medicate or to solve the problem short term. While causing kind of long term ramifications. Yeah, I don't know if I really have anything else to say. I know I keep making really short videos, but yeah, that's kind of how I'll have to say about that. Really, college is difficult. Try to make friends that like aren't like hugely into that kind of stuff. Sorry, my roommate's like staring at me. Try not to like. I think it's important to have friends that like are supportive of you and are even though maybe may or may not be aware of exactly what's going on in your life, just being supportive people and positive people in your life, as opposed to people being like, hey, let's go out party and do this, let's go do this, or being negative towards you, or being unkind towards you about how you identify or something, and constantly asking you how you're doing, how you want to be addressed, or if you're not out to them, just being like positive people in your life. I think that's really, really important. Um, and something that I made a really big point of doing when I got to college was just like making friends that were like that, as opposed to friends who were like, yeah, let's do this, blah blah blah, like kind of help supporting or like enabling you in negative coping mechanisms. Yeah. What else? Am I missing anything? My roommate's not listening.
No,
It's
boy.
the first time he's in the room. He's just like, I'm gonna ignore you. Yeah, he did. Thank you. Good job.
I'm watching TV.
He's watching TV, apparently. So I'm just annoying him. I love you. I don't know what that is. Chopped. That sounds really violent.
It's a
So
good
yeah,
show.
my roommate watches weird TV shows. That's something good for you to know. Don't do drugs. Don't watch violent TV shows like my roommate, or you
It's
will
a
be.
cooking show.
It's a cooking show. Okay, don't watch cooking shows. Do they cook normal things? It's not a cannibalistic cooking show, is it?
It's 5 mystery ingredients that they have to incorporate into it, and it's really weird ingredients, and like one throws them off.
5 mystery
Like
ingredients.
fish and marshmallows was in the first
Fish
one.
and marshmallows? That can actually be kind of good if you have like bread fish with marshmallows.
They did weird things.
So, moral of the story is be happy you don't have my roommate. He's weird. I love you. Do I? I love him. I love him. He's great. He's actually really awesome. Okay. He's making faces. I would show you his face, but I haven't asked for his permission yet, so. Anyway, now that I've talked about weird cooking shows, drugs are bad. They're not helpful. I've seen that. So I'm not just one of those random people being like, don't do drugs. I legitimately am like, don't do drugs because it like fucks up your life. And yes, I swore on video. I was about to say on TV. I'm not on TV. Yeah, we should just end this now. Bye. Happy Sunday.